What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be going over a few reasons why you guys are losing 1v1s, fights in arena, whatever it may be. Today, basically, the video is going to be looking like me and Freeze are 1v1ing. If you guys don't know who Freeze is, he's in Zen, an organization. He's a tier 1 pro. And I 1v1'd him a few times, and as you can tell, I lost. I got absolutely railed, but we're going to see how I lost these fights, the critical mistakes that I made, the plays I could have made, and how I could have beat him. I guarantee you guys are making the mistakes that I did in these fights, so be sure to watch this video so you guys can fix them. I'm just going to be going over each one, so yeah, let's get in the video. As you guys can see, I started off on the low ground, so Freeze is already in a power position. High ground is the best spot to be, but let's talk about the first mistake I make here, because I know you guys can see it, an awful mistake. This wall right here is my wall. Freeze has his builds out. All I have to do, edit these 3 tiles, put 2 walls, boom, he's dead. What do? I have tunnel vision. Tunnel vision, I know a lot of you guys may be getting this if you're nervous, if you're 1v1ing someone that you know is better than you. In this case, you know, I knew Freeze is obviously a pro. He's much better than I am. So I had tunnel vision. I was like, man, I was just focusing on doing a high ground retake, and that's all I cared about because I just wanted to get on high ground. That's a big mistake I'm sure a lot of you make. I make this one all the time. If I'm 1v1ing someone I know is better than me, I get tunnel vision and I just get stuck in high ground retake mode. So I just get stuck doing this retake when all I had to do was just edit this and I could have killed him. So that's kind of my first point, is being really aware. Be aware of what's going on around you. That's going to be really a big deciding factor. So as you guys could tell, he just made a retake up here, has high ground. All I have to do is not choke this edit. What do? I choke the edit. That's okay though. But what do I do after I choke the edit? Like I said earlier, I'm in high ground retake mode. A lot of you guys probably get in this and you just try to crank sky high. This high ground retake I did, the retake was to flip this cone and go up another layer. So dummy me, not being aware of what's going on, flip the cone even though Freeze is already standing there with his shotgun out. He cracks me for, well, I guess a crack, hits me for 80. Alright, this one. This is a terrible look. Freeze has the 2 builds up here, ramp and a floor, and I'm right here sitting in the box. I don't think he's above me, but he already is. So this is awareness. You got to be aware of the builds around you. Freeze already has peace on me. I don't even know. I try to sit here and pop a mini. I'll just go ahead and let it play. It's an awful look right here, and he just sits there with his shotgun and one pumps me. So this first fight, really what it came down to, guys, was awareness. I had, as you guys could tell at the beginning, an opportunity to end the fight really quick, and I just got stuck in high ground retake mode, made a bad peek, and then when I got hit for 80, I decided to pop heals, which isn't a bad thing, but I didn't even look for damage back, and I just went straight to popping heals, tried to expand out and make a box. You gotta be aware of the pieces that are already around you guys. That's what we can take away from this first fight. Alright guys, so we're going into the second fight. It's a pretty even start. I actually have high ground on Freeze right here, but this is another thing, awareness. I always suck at it, but I'm sure you guys do too. Freeze is going out the right side. I think he's going out the left side. That's the key thing, I guess. I don't know for certain. By the time I see him, it's already too late. He's already gone up, and he already has high ground. Mistake number 2 that I make here, all I had to do was jump up on this floor, and I could have simply just built over him, and I could have placed pieces up and around him. I choose to go out the side, guys. When you're in these situations like this, never, like, when you're in 1v1s, you don't want to go horizontal. You always want to go vertical. Go vertical in 1v1 fights when they're like these. You can't be going horizontal all the time. You have to go up. That's the whole point of you building, is going up. So right here, I try to go up. Freeze sees me, places a floor. Let's see here, what do? I make a box. Freeze goes around the side. Alright, so I've already seen this. This is a really bad mistake that I make here. So I actually, right here, this is not the worst peak on the planet, but if I go into his POV, let me go to drone free very quickly. You guys can tell that I'm barely hidden behind this wall. So if you guys wondered why I made that left hand kind of edit peak, that's not a right hand peanut butter, it's a left hand. It's because usually most people will drop on the side right here because they predict the peanut butter edit. So I figured Freeze would do that. So you can see from his POV, This is not an awful edit for me. I'm hiding behind the wall and I'm using my cover. But I missed a shot. He misses his shot, thankfully. So that's not a great edit, but I kind of predicted that he would land on that side, and I guess he knew that I would do something like that because he hid behind the cone. But this is actually, I get him boxed right here. So this should be a free kill, ideally. But what I do is I make a bad mistake is I make this edit. It's very tempting. You just watch Fortnite montages, people like making these wide open edits, full piecing people, and just hitting a max pump. It rubs off on you in a bad way. As you can tell right here, I make this absolutely awful edit. 3 whole tiles. It's a wide open exposed edit. I'm not even trying to hide behind my cover. This wouldn't have been a bad edit. This edit would have been fine if I had a wall here or I was hiding behind this wall. But my feet are right here, wide open exposed, and he has a free angle on me. The best edit I could have done, I could have just made a window edit right there. Shot his cone out and placed a cone, and then I had a free kill, just had to do 2 edits, and then he would have been dead. Instead, I end up losing this fight. This is a major deciding factor in it. Obviously, I still could have recovered. Right here, I make a big mistake. I reveal where I am. He already knows the general area where I'm at, but he doesn't know if I went down or where I went up. So this makes it just easier for him to find me and kill me. Another mistake I make here, stop focusing on heals when you're low. You got to get damage back. When you're this low, or this isn't even really that low, but if you're half HP lower, people are going to just try to cycle you. You have to get damage back in fights like these. You can't just try to focus on heals. Obviously, I try to focus on the heals. He just runs right in my box and kills me. So those are some of the mistakes I made in fight number 2. Let's go on to fight number 3. Alright guys, so we're here in fight number 3. I start off on the high ground. I somehow still managed to lose this fight, so I'm just going to go ahead and start explaining the stuff that I do. But somehow managed to lose this. So I'm just trying to take pop shots on him right now. He's on low ground. I see him doing a retake. And I'm going up. Like I said, when you're in a 1v1, stop going horizontal. You got to go vertical. When he's going vertical, you have to go vertical too. You can't sit here. I sat on high ground for too long, and then he just took it. It was that easy. All I had to do was build up a few layers, and I would have been fine. So I just let him take the high ground for free. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing here, man. All I had to do was crank like 2 90s. I didn't even have to crank a 90. Build up 2 layers, and I would have been fine. I still could win this fight, obviously. So I go up a layer. Here's a big mistake. Right here. He's on my wall with his pickaxe out. He obviously knows I'm going to edit this. What do? I edit it. He shoves a ramp in my face. Okay. First of all, bad edit. Don't make this edit when people are on your wall. Make this edit. You got to reset this, or not reset it. Let's pretend this wall was never edited. Make the edit this way. These 3 tiles, the left-hand peek I did last time, you gotta do that. These people, look, this is a wide open 50-50. Stop 50-50ing on 100-100. If you have an HP advantage, go ahead, 50-50. If you're like 80s, 70-80 shield, and he's maybe cracked or lower, go ahead, 50-50. 100-100, awful time to 50-50. Thankfully, Freeze doesn't choose to 50-50. I would have won. I mean, I would have lost. He has better aim. I had a shot here. He mantles. But I had a chance to end the fight again. All I had to do, left-hand peek, 2 balls, and a cone. And he's done for. He mantles, hits me for 90-ish. What do I do here? This is the tree's fault. But I could have gone out this way, and I choose not to anyway. So I stay right here in the box with the tree, holding the wall. Okay, I go out of box right here. This was a risky play. I could have done, probably what I should have done is when he was under here trying to find me because he thought I dropped down, I should have just edited and shot him. I chose to go out of the box. Right here, critical mistake in this fight, critical turning point. I do hit him. I managed to hit him, but look how much damage he does to me. Now I'm 65 white, and he still has shield. Like I said, wide open edits. You can't do wide open edits. What I should have done, if I wanted to do this edit, I could have hid behind this cone right here, or I could have edited this tile and then went over here, and it would have provided a cover for me right here, and I could have made that edit right there, and I probably could have shot him, got away with it. But you can't make those edits like that. I managed to get away for a few more seconds. Oops, I accidentally fast forward. Hold up. Okay, this is basically where I was at. Another bad choice. So I make another box. Freeze goes up, and he's on high ground. I'm sure you guys are in this situation all the time. Somebody's swinging on your cone. So he got the cone already, and I decide to edit the floor like a dummy. Freeze is right here, hiding behind me. Hits me. Big pump on me. So now I'm one shot, basically, pickaxe. And I get stuck, trapped behind this cone, because I don't know what I'm doing. Once again, awareness. You gotta be aware of the builds around you, dude. I swear. This is one of my biggest pet peeves. I suck at awareness, and I try to fix it as much as I can, along with, you know, making the right edit at the right time. Anyways, he just gets this wall, edits, and I'm dead. Alright, guys. So I guess what you can take away from this video today, I know this was a little different one. I may make a series out of this, maybe going over a lot of your guys' mistakes. I know this isn't your guys' mistakes, it's more of my mistakes, but trust me, I'm sure you guys are doing these same mistakes. You gotta be aware, you gotta make right edits, proper peaks, man. You know, I could've beat him. Obviously, there's 3 more fights. I kill him 1 more time, but, you know, that's not that big of a deal, dude. It's literally 1 kill out of 6. But anyways, I had so many chances, opportunities to make power plays on him, but it just really came down to awareness and taking proper peeks. It wasn't a big mechanical or aim difference. Obviously, he's better at both. He's a pro, but I had terrible awareness. I had tunnel vision. You have to be aware of what's going on, dude. Don't focus on your retakes. Focus on your opponent. That's probably the biggest thing you guys can take away from the video. You got to be aware of where your opponent's at, what he's doing, where he's building, and try to get pieces around him. Oh no! Don't do me. Don't get tunnel vision, dude. I hope this video helped you guys out. I'm gonna be on vacation this week. At the time I'm uploading this, I'm probably on vacation, but I don't know when I'll be uploading next. My Christmas break ends next week, so my schedule is gonna be a little messed up with school and everything. But whenever I upload, I'll see you guys later. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Peace out.